Welcome to Hometown Kitchen. We're stepping out of the bank and back into the kitchen with a quick and easy recipe. Welcome to the kitchen today. We're here with Miss Leigha Rogers from Oneonta.
Yes, hey, I'm Leigha Rogers. I'm the principal at Oneonta Middle School, and I love my job so much. But more than that, I do love cooking, but I like quick and easy cooking.
I'm sure that's what you need with all the extracurriculars you are involved with as a principal.
Yes. So, you know, on a normal week, I may have a football game on Monday night, football game on Friday night. I've got volleyball games on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then basketball season starts overlapping all of that. So it's got to be quick. It's got to be easy for me and my family. So.
Absolutely. So what are we cooking today?
So we're cooking easy chicken fajitas in the air fryer. Super easy because you can take chicken breast, chicken tenders, you take your veggies and put that on top. Any seasoning that you want. My family, they enjoy just the packets of like taco seasoning, fajita seasoning, whatever. And we mix it all together, pop it in the air fryer, and it's great. And you can actually, my girls like to eat it by themselves, but you can eat it in a taco. You can do the tortillas. Most of the time we do the tortillas. And so when I say quick and easy, it's quick and easy. It's 15 minutes and it's glorious.
And it sounds like you can make it your own.
You can make it your own. Like if your family likes cheese, you add the cheese. If your family likes olives, you add the olives. If you like jalapenos, which we really don't, but you can add those too. It's basically just like a taco or a fajita. Anything that you want to add, take away, you can do that.
All right, so how do we get started? What do we do?
So we are first going to take our chicken breast.
Okay.
And we can use our little air fryer liner.
All right.
Because this makes for nice cleanup.
So it's easy all the way around.
It's easy all the way around so that you're not having to really wash this out a whole lot. But we are going to take our chicken tenders. You can take as many as you want. It depends on your family, like how much you're going to serve. I mean, I've got a family of 4. When my daughters are at home, they still live at home right now, but they're adults and they're not always at home eating with me and my husband. So you can take as many as you want, as less as you want. I'm just going to kind of fill up the base right there. You can take frozen veggies. You can take fresh veggies. I'm going to plug in for S&S right now in Cleveland, and they already have the chopped veggies for you so that you do not have to worry about chopping onions and peppers.
That's even better.
So you can take and we're just going to mix it all
Sometimes
up.
they even have those packs that it's all mixed together with the chicken, don't they?
They do. So if you can find that, that's even better. But when I say quick, like, yeah, quick. Because who has time to want to stand around and cook and cut up an onion? And that's not my favorite. So, and then we're going to put a little olive oil on there because we want to make sure that they're nice and juicy and not dry.
Does that help everything stick to it
does.
also?
And then it'll help the seasoning stick to it as well. And you know, you can do as little as you want, as much as you want. We like a lot of flavor. So that's what I said. Usually I use a pack or pack and a half of seasoning. It just depends how much you want. And so I have high blood pressure. I try not to oversalt things. And then I always try to buy like the taco seasoning that's maybe like the 20% less sodium and all that. And then we're going to take it and we're going to just mix it up again and make sure all of our seasoning. And like you can look at your chicken, you can look at your veggies and you can see, is it seasoned enough? Is it not? Because I feel like some of the pieces on the bottom don't get as seasoned. So then you could go back and season it some more if you would like. But again, it's up to your family and your preference as to how much seasoning and stuff you want. So then once you've got it all mixed together, we're just gonna pop this baby in and we're gonna put it on 350, which is usually easy for everybody to remember. And then time, we're gonna do 15 minutes and we're gonna hit start.
That is great. That is so simple.
It's so simple, so easy, so good. And I usually try to make up 2 batches because again, it's 15 minutes, but that only is like 30 minutes. And then we've got leftovers or I've got lunch the next day.
So it does store well too.
It does store well. Yeah, for a couple of days. Now I wouldn't go more than a couple because it's chicken and I'm just kind of weird like that with chicken. But then, you know, if you like sour cream, guacamole, if not, you don't have to use it. So
that's what we like at our house because we have picky eaters, but then we still enjoy
Yeah, but then with this, like, you can customize it with all the things, because if you like something, you can put it on there. If I like something, if my husband likes something, whatever, so you can mix and match and do whatever, and that's what makes it super easy and convenient too. So
Sounds great for a quick meal between events.
It
after
is.
school. Tell us some about your school journey.
So I didn't really go into education to begin with. I wanted to be an athletic trainer for the Auburn Tigers. And
War
so,
Eagle.
Yes,
War Eagle.
War Eagle. So I went to school for that, met my husband, which you know, Scott.
Yes.
And we got engaged the summer I was going to go to Auburn. I didn't go to Auburn. Started working in corporate America. And once my girls got in school, early elementary, I started getting involved in PTO. And I was like, I'm missing my calling. Like, I told my husband, I said, I need to be pouring into young people. And so I went back to school. I was 36 years old when I got my degree. So you're never too old to go back to school.
Hey, that's something great to share, yeah.
So, you know, if you're a mom and you feel like you're missing your purpose and your kids are in school and you're not having to really juggle them as much because they're not babies and they maybe don't need you as much, go back to school, get that degree that you've always wanted. But I graduated at 36 with my teaching degree, got a job immediately in Blount County, started teaching at Hayden Middle School. Then I went to Cleveland and taught, which is where my girls went to school. And then I decided, you know what, I think I want to go back and get my degree in admin. So I went back, got my admin degree. The next summer, I got a call from Locust Fork High School asking me if I wanted to be a Hornet. And I became the assistant principal at Locust Fork High School. I was there for 2 years, and then I got the job at Oneonta Middle School, and so I was assistant principal for 2 years at Locust Fork, and then I've been at Oneonta for 5 as the principal.
It's a great journey.
I love it. It is my purpose. It is what God has called me to do, is to pour into the lives of my kiddos each and every day. And some days it's hard, but the good always outweighs the bad. But I know that this is my purpose and this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Makes going to work every day easier.
It does. Even when it's challenging, though, I still know that God put me there. And so each and every day I try to get up to make that my mission. As this is my mission field, those are my babies.
It's more than just a paycheck.
It is. Oh, gosh.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You wouldn't go back. Yeah.
You divide how many hours I work, and if I'm there all day for ball games and stuff, and you divide it out, it's not a lot.
Well, we're blessed to have had you in Blount County. I'm very thankful for that.
Thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. This is my home. This is where I've always been, 50 years of living in Blount County. So,
And we'll go ahead and prep some of these toppings here for everything.
Yeah.
What have we got?
And so we've got some sour cream. And again, if your family doesn't like sour cream, you don't use sour cream. If you've only got 2 people in your family that eat it, you know, less, more, whatever. We've got some salsa. My mother-in-law has a garden and she makes our salsa for us, and so I don't have to worry about purchasing salsa. We keep
Does she can
Granny's. She does. We keep Granny's canned salsa. And then we've got some guacamole. Now, also what my family likes to do is just cut up some fresh avocados and throw it on top of theirs as well. So it is whatever your preference is, because it's all good. And then we've got some limes here that we can definitely use, and we can squeeze onto the chicken after it comes out. But again, whatever, like I said, if your family likes olives, you could throw in olives. If you want more onions, throw in more onions. And it's really just up to you to build it however you want.
We can argue in our house even over the salsa we like. So that this is a way you just use what you want, you know?
Yes, yes.
Some like it chunky, some like it smooth.
Yes, and we typically prefer it chunky, but like I said, my mother-in-law makes ours, and so we just go with Granny's, and the kids know that that's what they're getting is Granny's.
That just makes it more, that's a homemade touch to it.
Right, and you can eat it by itself, or you can eat it with the tortillas, and a lot of times we will put those in the air fryer. Sometimes we eat them by themselves, just plain, like not frying it, or sometimes we'll fry it up just a little bit on the stove. So really, again, it's your preference.
It's just whatever you want to do.
Yes, or whatever you have time for. So if you're getting home at 9 o'clock at night after a ball game, you may not want to sit there and fry them up for a minute.
You may just want to wrap it up.
Yeah, you may just say, this is it, good to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got about 15 seconds left here. And it smells like it's going to be really good.
Yes, Yes, I hope
Really,
so.
really good.
Yeah.
Now, when we get it out, do you check it? And then if it needs some more
I
time?
check it. If it needs some more time, then I'll pop it back in for just a few more minutes. You know, with chicken, you've always got to be careful.
Right. Well, we'll let you go ahead and do that here. Oh, it looks good.
It does look good, but it looks like it needs a few more minutes because these bottom pieces didn't get. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna adjust it and flip them around a little bit. But as you can see, it kind of gives it that pretty little charcoal texture to it. So it is amazing. But I'm gonna go back on 350 and we'll go not 20 minutes because that's what it's wanting to default to. We'll go about 4 more minutes and see what it looks like.
All right, sounds great.
We have lots of funny moments because I'm dealing with middle schoolers.
Middle school's a special age. I have 2 children that are middle school age.
And sometimes they don't want to brush their hair or brush their teeth or take a shower or wear deodorant. And that's a big plus.
And you're teaching more than math and English. You're teaching life. You're teaching life skills.
How to do life.
That's right.
That's what I tell them. And to be good humans. Yeah. And so it's draining at times, but again, it's so rewarding every day. And, you know, there's times where I may never see the seeds that I've planted, but I know that I've planted them. And one day when maybe they're 50, they'll look back and be like, you know what? I loved Miss Rogers. Miss Rogers really cared about me. She was my advocate. You know, she was there for me. So
that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Load it however you want. I'm going to go ahead and be honest and make a confession. I always make mine bigger than it needs to be because I feel like I'm hungrier than I probably am. And most of the time I can't get it to wrap. But obviously you load it with your veggies, you've got your chicken, and then you can put whatever you want on it like we talked about earlier. If you like salsa, you like your guac. I'm gonna hold off on the sour cream because it's not always my favorite. And then if you want some lime, then you can squirt your lime. Again, whatever you prefer to make it as delicious as you need it to be. And then
it smells great. It looks great.
I'm going to wrap it up and then you just take a bite.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah. And then it's messy, so you need a bib. Okay?
See it. I've got to get in here. And so then if you've got somebody that's...
I'll say somebody doesn't want to do a tortilla.
Really good.
So yeah, if you want to eat it plain, you can so do that. Like if you are on a diet and you don't want the breading or the tortilla. My daughter was in a body competition last year and she couldn't have any of that. All she could have was like chicken, veggies, that kind of stuff. So then she would just eat hers plain. Now she loaded hers up more with the veggies than anything else, but it's just whatever your preference is.
This is wonderful, fast, easy, and we thank you for being with us in the kitchen today.
You're welcome.